Have you ever spent an hour on hold? You know that really great music that you get to listen to? Maybe you argued with a chatbot or been hit with a fee you didn't see coming. You're not alone. A new survey finds customer frustration is boiling over all across America.
All right, so let's bring in our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young. Taylor, why are consumers so angry right now?
Yeah, apparently American consumers are reaching their breaking point. So researchers found that customer frustration is at some of the highest levels ever reported, and the numbers are very telling. So according to the National Consumer Rage survey, nearly 80% of American consumers experienced a product or service problem in the past year. Nearly 65% say they felt actual rage over it, while half admitted to raising their voice trying to get the issue resolved. Now, consumers also reported losing nearly $1,000 on average when these problems occurred, and more than 40% say companies never even responded to their complaints. So what these numbers say to me is that people are facing issues more often, they're not getting resolved, and then they're not feeling that their voices are being heard. So yeah, consumer frustration at an all-time high right now.
I can feel my heart rate going up. Just putting myself in situations where I've been one of those numbers before. So we know AI is now, in this system. Is it making things better or worse?
So I think for some companies, it can be very helpful, right? It really streamlines the process, maybe cuts down on time that people are dealing with these issues. But for many consumers, it is the source of their frustration, right? So the survey found that, people really want to talk to a human when issues are happening, right? Whether that human can actually fix the issue or not, it's just having that emotional, maybe they're saying sorry or, we're going to work on this for you. And I think that it's a lot easier for people to get angry at an imaginary AI chatbot than it is a human. So I think that's why we're also seeing more people feel that quote unquote rage boiling. And I think that chatbots can also just be very formulaic, and it can trigger that anger even more. And more companies are essentially relying on these chatbots. It's really kind of changed that customer service role for a lot of industries.
And it's so frustrating when you're trying to find just a number to call, right?
Yes.
But all you get is chatbots.
Yep.
And as reporters, we look for numbers all the time, and we're really good at it. So when I can't find it, I'm really mad. Anyway, what is the lesson here for companies?
Well, I think the answer is pretty simple. Just companies make that customer service just easier and maybe more human to human, which I think is hard when a lot of companies are kind of replacing that customer service role with AI. But in a world, where businesses are investing in AI and automation, researchers say companies that kind of quickly connect customers with a human are really standing out compared to their competition. So if you are a company that is getting maybe a lot of complaints or a lot of reviews about your customer service, a way to potentially fix that, according to researchers, is bring those people back into it, or at least introduce them into the process a lot quicker. So maybe you start with a chatbot to kind of point you in the right direction of who you need to talk to, but having that human connection is really important.
Yeah.
A lot of companies say it's too expensive to have them on the payroll for customer service, but then you end up losing a dozen or more customers.
Yeah.
And so which one's more valuable?
People are hopping from company to company more often now,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Wow.
All right, good stuff, Taylor. Thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.